Well, today out here at practice, had a special guest and had the return of San Jose State kicking great Joe Nedney. And Joe, welcome back to San Jose State.
Thank you, Lawrence. It's good to see you and it's good to be back.
Uh, so, Joe, you completed your professional football career, and what have you been doing since you announced your retirement last summer?
It's been about a year, and it's been lovely. It really has. My kids are at the age where they're in Little League sports, and I've been able to be dad and be home and see their games and practices and stuff like that, and reconnect with a lot of people, and including people at San Jose State. So kind of poking my head out of the cave, if you will, but really just kind of have taken the opportunity to kind of soak in what just occurred over the last 20 years of my life and sorting the next step out.
Did you ever, looking back, did you ever think about, 1991, you come in wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, and 20 years later, you're an NFL legend?
Well, thank you. It is amazing to think of. When I first set foot out on this campus, you don't think about careers that occur like mine did. But there were a lot of things that occurred, and a lot of decisions that had to be made, and a lot of experiences that I had that I'm very proud of, and I wouldn't change a thing. And it's always nice to come back here and just even being at Spartan Stadium with the Kickers earlier today, seeing that same panorama that I haven't seen in a long time. It brings back a lot of memories, so I'm enjoying it.
So I understand that you did a little bit of little high school coaching last fall to kind of keep your appetite in the game.
It was therapy for me. I worked with the local high school, Scotts Valley High School, by my house, and coached their special teams unit for the year. And we ended up going 8-2 and made the CCS playoffs. So it was a fun first year, and it really got me enjoying working with younger kids. I've been at the pro level, for so long. To work with younger guys and help refine their technique was really rewarding, and I really enjoyed it. But it was also good because, of course, the Niners go all the way to the championship game, and I needed something to keep me busy, so it helped out a lot.
It's you're just one of several Spartan players who've been back recently. What brings guys like you and Jeff Garcia back here when you can make it back here?
Well, this is my stomping ground. I grew up 15 minutes from campus, and my folks are still local, and my wife's family's still local, and I knew no matter what my career ended up being, we were going to settle in back in the Bay Area. And so, I've got a tattoo of a Spartan logo on my leg, so I've got ties to this place, and I'll always keep a relationship with this university. So, that kind of environment, that atmosphere, was what was shown to me as a freshman coming in here. So I've always tried to give back and be a part of this program, and it's nice to see how much it's progressed and advanced since I became a Spartan.
Certainly, one thing we'll always remember. Mention Jeff Garcia, Joe Nedney. Last fall, I heard from Mike Gardner, and that was quite a trio back in 1992. And maybe if you can just give a blast from the past, what happened that day?
It was Laramie, Wyoming, and 7,000 feet above sea level on a day pretty similar to this. A little brisk, a little wind, crisp day, and we had a 60-yard field goal to win it. And the operation couldn't have been any smoother on that one. That was one of those things where you just wanted to bottle it and take it with you and repeat it every time you went out on the field. It was an amazing moment for me, and as I'm sure my teammates, judging by the way they were bouncing around the field afterwards. But it was fun, and I remember distinctly, Lawrence, you giving me that was the longest game-winning field goal off of a natural surface by a left footer in the history of the NCAA. And I thought only you, the sports information director, would have a stat something like that. So I appreciated that.
I guess the period to that sentence is the ball still has not hit the ground after almost 20 years.
Yeah, Mike Lane, the head equipment guy over here, he was sent on a mission to retrieve that football. And I remember being in the locker room after the game, and everybody's running around and excited, and in comes Mike, and he looks like he'd gone through hell to get this ball, but he comes in with the coaches would have been impressed. It was 5 points of pressure, make sure he's not fumbling that thing, comes in and gives me the ball. So I still have that thing on my trophy case. It means a lot, and those kind of memories will never leave. That's why I'll be a Spartan for life.
Thanks very much, Joe.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.